love bugs, what is up, and welcome back to my channel for another new video. As always, guys, before we get started, I want to thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Thank you for all the love and support that you guys show me. It is greatly appreciated. So for today's video, we're going to be doing another one of my a look videos. I really like doing these videos because it's not anything super specific, but it's just a lot of different like random looks that you can come up with just anything that's in your collection. So today I used the So Jaded colourpop collection, or not collection, but the eyeshadow palette, which I really love. I love the pigments in that palette, and I love how everything turned out. I hope you guys enjoy this look. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my website before you guys go. And let's get into this look. Alright, love bugs, so starting off with a fresh face other than my eyebrows being done, because I do pre-do my eyebrows before I film just to cut down on time a little bit, plus it's like the same old routine. But I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Plus Matte Primer, and I'm just going to be rubbing this into my skin. I love using this primer as well as the spray that they have for this primer as well. And now I'm also going to be taking this 3-in-1 it's a prime, refresh, and setting spray by Wet n Wild. That's the coconut one. I'm going to go in with that one for today. And then go in also with the e.l.f. Eyeshadow primer. This one is like one of their older ones that they've had they've had these for a while. But I don't know if they have any like newer eyeshadow primers, but this is just like one of their older ones. And I'm just going to be using my brush to blend that out, and then I'll also go in with my finger to blend out the rest of the product. And like I said in the beginning of the video, for today's eyeshadow palette of choice, we're going to go in with the So Jaded palette from ColourPop. This is my first time using this palette. I've actually had it for a while, but I didn't get a chance to play with it and dip into it yet. I absolutely love the shades in this palette though. We're going to be taking the lightest shade in the palette and just using a e.l.f. C brush to apply that to my lid, and I just use that to set the areas that I primed. And now for our transition color, we're going to go in with that burnt orange shade. You guys already know I like to use like a burnt orange shade or a lighter brown shade for my transition. So I'm just going to be taking this and blending it above my crease, making sure that I blend it out really nicely so that it does look seamless. And now for our crease shade, we're going to be going in with this super pretty teal blue shade, and I'm just going to be blending that back and forth in my crease, mixing it a little bit into that transition color as well, but not going like too high above it, of course. Keeping it like a little bit lower and just focusing it on my crease. And now for the lid shade, we're going to be going in with this really pretty, it's like I like to call it like an ocean blue shade because that's what it reminds me of. But it's like a blue and silver shade kind of mixed together. It's of course a glitter shade. So I'm going to be packing that on with my C brush, and this one is by Milani, I want to say. I like packing glitters on with this brush because it's very dense, and it gives me like a really good payoff every time that I use this one on any glitters. I'm also going to be spraying my brush after I have already applied some, just to get even more payoff, and so that shade really pops and is very noticeable. And now I'm going to be going back into that brush that I used for the crease shade, and I'm going to be blending the lid shade and the crease shades together just to make sure that they look very seamless together and it doesn't look like you kind of just packed on the lid shade without like blending the crease shade with the lid shade. And now for today's lashes of choice, I'm going to be going in with the lashes bands, and this is from my collection, of course. These are 25mm mink lashes, and I'm also going to be going with this LA Girl mascara that I had picked up from Target. I wanted to try this out, and I'm just going to be applying this to my upper lashes so that whenever I put on my falsies, my real lashes will blend in nicer with the falsies. And while I'm letting my lashes dry with the glue, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. color correcting stick, and this is in the shade orange. I'm just going to be applying this to those areas where I have the darker spots on my face. So of course on my under my eyes, on the side of my mouth, down my nose, on my cheeks, and on my chin. And then I'm just going to be taking my damp Wet n Wild sponge, and I'm just going to blend this all out over my face. You want to make sure that you blend it out really well, not to the point where you can't even tell that you put it on, of course, but you want to blend it out to where it's like seamless and it's not like just patches of orange all over your face. And now for today's foundation of choice, we're going to be going in with this Too Faced Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. It is a water-based foundation, so it does really good with not clogging up your pores. I like the dropper that's on it as well. It's just overall like a really good foundation to me. It gives me really, really good coverage, and I absolutely love it. And then I'm just going to be using my Wet n Wild sponge damped and just blend that all out over my face, making sure that I'm getting like my neck and like close to my hairline, not like all in my hairline, but close to it. Now I'm going to be taking my Sephora Lip Plumper lip gloss. I had forgot to apply this at the beginning of the video. I usually do it at the beginning. But I'm just going to be applying a little bit of that to moisturize my lips. And then my lashes are now ready to be applied. So I'm going to go in with the tweezers from my collection as well and pop those on. I like to first go in with the tweezers and then go in with my finger, because it just, whenever the lashes are this size, whenever they're bigger like this, it's just easier to go in with the tweezers first and then just use your fingers for the rest. Now for highlighting concealer, we're going to go in with this Maybelline concealer, and I want to say this is in the shade medium. I can't really remember, but I think it's in the shade medium, and I'm just going to be taking that to highlight under my eyes, down my nose, and my Cupid's bow as well. And then I'm going to be taking my favorite concealer sponge, which is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge, and I'm just going to be using that to blend it out, or blend out the concealer under my eyes. And yes, of course it is damped, because you guys already know sponge has to be damp for me. And now I'm also going to be going in with the Wet n Wild banana powder, one of my favorite powders. I really only use like 3 or 4 different types of powders, and this is, as far as like banana powders go, and this is one of my favorites. So I'm just going to be using this brush to apply that. And then I'm going to take my favorite e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to dust away all that powder, making sure that there's none left behind, so that you of course don't have like any casting or anything like that. And now to set my face as well, I'm going to be using this Black Radiance Soft Focus Powder. I like using one of these powders that just match my skin tone to set like the whole rest of my face as well. Now for contour, I'm going to take this Black Radiance True Complexion Contour, and this is the light to medium. I don't like to use the one that is too dark because I feel like, you guys already know, I'm not an expert when it comes to contouring. I just kind of like try my best with it. So I like using this one because I feel like it's not like as dark, and I don't like a really dark contour anyway. So I just really want like something that's kind of like subtle. But now I'm going to be going in with this BH Cosmetics palette, and this is the blush palette. I'm going to be taking this really pretty mauvey pink shade, and I'm going to be just applying this to the apples of my cheeks and on my nose. And then going into this Anastasia Beverly Hills Highlighting Glow Kit, I'm going to be taking that really pretty gold shade and just applying that to the highest points of my cheeks, on my nose, chin, and cupid's bow, as always. And now going back into that palette, I'm going to take that darker navy blue shade and I'm going to be applying that to my waterline, lower lash waterline. And I'm just going to take that on the outer part of that. And then I'm going to go in with a gold shade that's in that palette for like the inner corner of my lid and my lower lash line, more towards the beginning. So I'm just going to take my little sponge brush and apply that. Alright, and now for the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking this Mega Length Wet n Wild mascara. I like using this mascara because the brush is smaller, so it really helps me bring more emphasis to those itty bitty bottom lashes. And for eyeliner, I'm going to be going in with this e.l.f. eyeliner, and I'm just going to be using that to line my waterline. And now for the lip, we're going to be going in with this NYX liquid, or not liquid, but this is the lingerie push-up sticks that they have. I want to say that this is the shade Embellishment, one of my favorite shades. I really love it. It's like a pretty mauvey pink. And I think it's really, really pretty for like an everyday lip. But we're just going to be taking that one for today. And this is just me being extra, having a fun little music montage as the music plays that you guys can't hear, but that's what I was doing. And now for the setting spray, I'm going to go in with this I Heart Revolution setting spray. This is the green tea one, and I'm just going to use this to finish up this look. Alright, my love bugs, so this is our completed look. Oh my god, I love it. I think it looks so cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the products that I use in this video as well. Let me guys know if there are any products that you think that I should test out that you guys may have been using. I'm always down to get some new products. Be sure to check out my website to see all my lashes and my lash styles. Thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. As always, you guys already know. Big thumbs up before you guys go. Leave a comment and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my up and coming videos. And I will see you lovely love bugs in my next video. Bye, guys.